What do you do with your money? People ask me this all the time, and it really is up to you. There are only so many things that you can put your money into that are going to allow you to have money that follows Warren Buffett's number rule of money, which is never lose it. Right? So if you never want to lose your money, you can only put your money into so many different things. And so one thing that is going to always go up and down is the stock market, right? People are going to put their money into stocks, into mutual funds, into cryptocurrencies. These go up and down now over the history of time, right? Or as long as they've been around, they've always technically gone up. Right, but we don't know how long that's going to last for. And the more that you study global economics, right, macroeconomics, more so than just what's going on right now and with the fluctuations, you'll be able to see that most dynasties go up and down every 250 years. And so what that means, if you take a bird's eye view of our economy right now, I mean, Declaration of Independence was 1776. Fast forward 250 years, we're only 4 years away from being 250 years old. So the idea of the fact that England had that dynasty before us, and before them you had the Dutch, right? The Dutch created the Amsterdam Stock Exchange, and so the Amsterdam Stock Exchange led to our stock exchange and how we trade stocks and equities on the market. And so I had a lot of money in mutual funds and was putting money in there last year and was doing dollar cost averaging and following everything that Warren Buffett said to do, following everything Benjamin Graham said to do in The Intelligent Investor. And when I started really getting into macroeconomics, I realized that today having cash on hand is important. Now, there's still the idea that inflation is so high, so you don't want to have any cash. But being able to have enough cash to buy things that are going to produce revenue for you, revenue producing assets, in this day and age are going to be the key. Because who knows what's going to happen in 2023? Mostly nobody. But if you look at the trends of what's going on, the stock market is going to go up and down. The crypto market is going to go up and down. Cash typically just goes down, right? So cash is going to go down. The value of the dollar has become more and more devalued as we printed more and more money. And we have printed so much money in the last 2.5 years since COVID started, that almost 3 years now, that we are depleting our own value of resources. And so being able to understand where do I put my money is a key right now, right? So you can have excess money to be able to buy things that you want, right? You're talking about putting money into stocks, crypto, mutual funds, keeping money in cash, but cash is always going to go down over time. And so then you can look into things like real estate, right? And you can use OPM, which is my favorite kind of money, OPM, other people's money, into buying real estate, raising money. When I was running my restaurants, I was 21 years old. I raised money using OPM, other people's money, to go find investors that would invest in me and invest in my business so that I could open up my own business. And so regardless of how that ends up for you, that's an option, right? Being able to go out there, raise money so that you can invest in real estate, raise money so that you can start your own business, being able to put money into a fund, right? A lot of people are creating real estate investing funds right now, real estate investing groups, real estate investment trusts, or REITs, right? REIT. And so these are all options in the real estate field. Now within that, there are countless different things that you can do. You can wholesale, you can fix and flip, you can buy and hold, you can do investment properties, you can do rental properties, you can do whatever you want in that field. I typically like to stay away from that aspect of it right now because I want to have cash on hand to be able to buy things that grow my business and grow myself to where I can really level up. I feel like a lot of people end up getting into real estate prematurely. And while it's good to have assets, the real key that I've learned as I've gotten started into the financial services industry is that having more assets is not necessarily the key, but having guaranteed income is the key. And so being able to have money that's paying you back, and a great example of this is an annuity, right? You can use annuities as a way to have guaranteed income after retirement. And then going down the retirement rabbit hole, we typically learn to put our money into 401ks, IRAs, regardless of whether it's a Roth or not. All that a Roth says is that you are paying the taxes now instead of later. And the idea is that in retirement, your idea is that you're going to have more money, you're going to work longer, you're going to work harder, you're going to have more things, you're going to have more assets, you're going to have better time at your job, so you're going to keep getting a raise and keep getting a raise, and you're going to be making more money, and the whole time you're going to be saving. However, I've learned that that is not very true. Most people do not have the amount of money in their savings that they thought they would have when they were in their 20s and they were projecting their retirement. Most people do not have the assets that are producing guaranteed income that they thought they would. They might have passive income, but passive income is not recession proof. Passive income is not pandemic proof. We can look directly at what happened during the rental market during COVID to show that that is not guaranteed income. Passive income is not guaranteed. You can invest in things, right, that you like buying a nice watch, buying sports cards, something that I like to invest in are sports cards, buying gold, silver, palladium. I have all of these things, by the way, but they're also things, right? And so things are only the value of whatever it is in the eye of the beholder. So a Mickey Mantle rookie card, 1952 Topps Mickey Mantle rookie card, might be worth millions to one person and worth nothing to somebody else. Now that person just might not be a qualified buyer for that situation. Buying a Rolex, buying gold, right? Being able to buy gold is typically something that is hedge against inflation. However, if the inflation is happening during a pandemic recession time, then people simply don't have money anyway, then the gold is going to stay where the gold is going to stay. And so at the end of the day, where you put your money is really a combination of your risk aversion or your risk tolerance, and then your ability to have actually cash on hand combined with just what you like. Right? At the end of the day, if you want to have what you like, then that's what you invest in. And so being able to put your money into something that's safe, that's guaranteed, that you don't have to worry about paying taxes, that you don't have to worry about probate after a death or estate taxes or any of these situations, there's really not many options. And so having a tax-free retirement, right, you can start studying some books like The Power of Zero by David McKnight, Money, Wealth, Life Insurance by Jake Thompson. These are books that taught me a lot on the power of annuities, the power of life insurance, and I still put money into other things as well. I just have learned more and more, especially now with my own family, with my own parents, with my grandparents, understanding their situations, that most people work really hard their whole lives expecting to have more money, expecting to retire with these assets, with this income, with this amount of savings, with these things. And the reality is that that's not really the case. And so while you're on your journey, while you're learning, while you're growing, while you're gaining more and more experience and gaining more and more money, you add more and more value and service to society, you're going to have more choices. And so this is really what money allows you to do, is have choices, have freedom, be able to get this if you want this, get this if you want that, sell that, buy that, invest in this, keep that, do whatever you want, being able to have options. And a lot of people will say to me, well, money doesn't buy everything. No, it doesn't. But money allows you to have the choices to be able to do whatever it is that you want to do. And so being able to put yourself in that situation is the key. And so you can talk all about money and what you want to invest in and what you're going to do with your money, but if you don't have any money, well, then the conversation is a moot point. So you want to be able to put yourself in a situation where you're able to accumulate money, be able to accumulate riches, which is something that you can learn from Think and Grow Rich, right? The self-confidence formula, to be able to accumulate riches and be able to see them as they already are, be able to have them, be able to understand what that means so that you can have options. And so having money in the bank doesn't mean anything. Being able to have all these assets and real estate doesn't mean anything, because anything can happen like that. The stock market can crash like that. The housing market can crash like that. The crypto market can crash like that. The only thing that I have found that does not crash is insurance. And that's not a pitch to say, hey, put all of your money in insurance, because I would not say that. I would tell you to put your money into some mutual funds, put your money into crypto, buy some sports cards if you like. If you want to go down the shore or have a vacation home, then go invest in that. Go do what you like to do so that you can have a portfolio that's cool to you, and that's also generating more money. Because you can have all these assets, you can have all these things, but if you're not happy and fulfilled in your life, then all of it means nothing. And so you want to be able to be the person that you want to be so that you can have the things that you want to have and do the things that you want to do in your life, so that you can do, have, and be the person that you know you're capable of becoming. So whenever you are investing, whenever you are putting your money into anything, talk to somebody that has what you want and do what they do, say what they say, so that you can get what they get every single time. Thank you so much and have a great day.